Well, every state faces unique challenges in improving sustainability for farmers and ranchers. And in North Dakota, they are focused on preserving the unique ecosystem, which includes native prairie and wetlands. Farm Journal's Michelle Rook looks at one family's unique journey this weekend.
Black Lake Ranch here in central North Dakota has had years of success, and it's been built on their focus on regenerative agriculture, holistic management, as well as stacking of enterprises. The ranch that started in 1882 with 160 acres has grown to 20,000 through their vision of returning the land back to its native state.
To look at things in the whole picture, and we use Mother Nature to our benefit when we can, and we try to regenerate our natural resources.
Their cropland has been no-till for the last 25 years, and they've seen major benefits from increased organic matter and soil biology.
You've got worms, you've got all the insects, all the the nematodes and all those things in the soil, and all of a sudden you see that biology go up. What that does for you, you can start to cut your inputs back because we're building our own nitrogen.
Black Lake has also made huge strides in their native range land through prescribed and rotational grazing for the 800 cows and 1,000 yearlings they run.
We were down to blue grama grass was pretty much the only species there on those real sandy knobs. So you put high numbers in there, short duration, long rest and recovery. All of a sudden we had sand big blue stem and big blue stem coming up those slopes. And then you start to get all these extra forbs.
The other key has been changing their calving dates to May and June and using cover crops year-round.
You're building a system, and so then when you bring those livestock or the buffalo in and you graze them, and see, our goal is to never feed a bale of hay in North Dakota. But if we can do that, we're anywhere from $200 to $400 per head of increased profitability.
And he says having cattle on that land is the secret to soil health. Healthy soil also enhances Black Lake's grass-fed beef for their direct-to-consumer business.
We're trying to revitalize that land and make it better and hopefully correlate to a better wholesome beef product.
Jay says their cattle genetics have also changed to reinforce their goal of protecting the land.
We've selected for just trying to get cattle that'll finish faster on less inputs and just smaller framed cattle.
Black Lake is also diversified to allow the next generation to come back to the operation, including a hunting lodge, event center, and a brewery started in 2018.
We are distributed statewide, and we're into Minnesota about halfway. And that's where our comfort level is.
They pride themselves on using ingredients sourced in North Dakota, starting with their water.
We use 100% well water. It's naturally filtered through the rock bed. That's a key selling point. Still has all the minerals in it.
Plus, he says Stacking Enterprises protects their entire business.
Really diversify, minimize your risk and liability, and that's going to take you so much farther.
And will result in a viable operation for generations to come. That approach won Black Lake NCBA's Environmental Stewardship Award in 2016.
Their care for wildlife, their care for cattle, care for the land, water, all the things come together and truly showcase that above all else they care for their environment around them.
On the North Dakota tour, Trust and Beef Partners also shared how they're helping every sector of the beef supply chain operate sustainably.
And that means environmentally, it means profitably, and it also means socially. So making sure that we have thriving rural communities.
Plus how producers can adopt cutting-edge technology to be more efficient.
Genetics is the foundation of that more sustainable food supply, and we're really on the frontier of addressing sustainability concerns using genetic innovations and genetic technology.
We utilize our ground owl sensor suite, which is made up of 2 different sensors. We use that to collect scan data alongside true soil samples. We run all of that data through our machine learning platform to generate soil attribute maps for a range of attributes such as carbon, compaction, and anything fertility related.
And another new innovation showcased was virtual fencing.
I would say the 3 main ways to use vents is going to be the ability to manage your land, manage your herd, and then manage your labor and times.
Partners also explained the financial and technical assistance they provide producers adopting regenerative practices.
What kinds of decisions do we need to make today and this year or next year so that we can continue to do these important practices or be sustainable in our entire operation well into the future.
Black Lake Ranch was the last stop on the national tour, and every operation illustrated how they're uniquely making their business sustainable and how other producers can do the same.
We've reached a large audience of education showing what can be done on the ranch with good sound stewardship, good conservation practices, and climate smart practices on the ground.
I'm Michelle Rook for U.S. Farm Report.
Thanks, Michelle. Well, Halloween has passed, and that may mean you are in the mood for some Christmas spirit. Well, one tree will be put on display in Washington. It has even more meaning after surviving Hurricane Helene. That story is next.